Morning. I am Kodili-nye. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone. We are on the move again. This is a glorious day in UK. It seems that it's been windy and it looks like it's going to rain. Seems that the rain will be coming shortly. You are all highly welcome to this vlog again this morning. You are highly welcome. Sorry about the video yesterday. I noticed that it was so bright. It was too bright because the winter weather is not that too bright. I tried to brighten it up. It was over the top. We'll see how we are going to manage it this time around, and we'll see how we're gonna manage it. New subscribers, thank you for joining the family. Thank you for joining the family. Thank you for being part of this success story. We are on a march. Look at this beautiful cat. That's black cat. So we are on a march, and that march continues to get to our destination. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to turn on the notification button. Remember to like, comment, and share to your friends. Please support us. Please support us, please. Thank you for your support. Today we are going to discuss many things. I am Kodili-nye. We are going to discuss about building sports arenas in Anambra State, Nigeria. You can see this place, building sports arena, using it as to develop Anambra State, to attract investment. You see, this is one of the multitude of sports facilities built in this place. There are many of them. So we are going to discuss adding value to the economy through sports. We are going to, there are many sports that can be inculcated in the cities in Anambra State, using the great city of Onitsha as an example. So we're going to discuss, I don't know what we are going to call this vlog this morning, but we are going to continue discussing. Sports has been a potent weapon or a potent economic enablement that can no longer be ignored. It can no longer be ignored because of the value addition in it. So, and in the great city of Onitsha is lacking a lot of sporting facilities. A city of between 8 to 10 million. Sorry, let me put on my cap. This is me. This is me. Yeah, this is me. Building sports facility in Anambra State. This is me. So we are taught how it can add to the economic value and how it can be used to turn Anambra State as to African Dubai, Taiwan, which the governor talked about, making the place a livable and prosperous homeland. So it is very important. You can see here, this is lawn tennis courts. You can see lawn tennis courts. They have lawn tennis courts. They have a gym there. Let me bring it nearer for you to. That's the gym. They have a lot of indoor games here and outdoor games. And look at how much people pay to use it. Let me show you how much people pay. See, £120 for 12 months. For 12 months, just to join the gym, £120. So think about that. It's almost 200,000 naira. That's in the Nigerian local currency. So you see. So we are discussing about using sports as a great weapon to getting the great Anambra State, making Anambra State great. So it's very important for us to think on this part because of the economics advantages and the greater population in Anambra State. So you can see I am in a lawn tennis court. You can see now wherever you are watching me from, I am Kodili-nye. Remember, whenever we discuss about something, we also bring out how to accomplish it. We are not just talking, but we're also discussing, and we're also discussing how to accomplish it. And in this case, I'm using the Greater Onitsha as an example. The Greater Onitsha is made up of 5 local governments: Oyi local, Obaru local government, or Oyi, Onitsha North, Onitsha South, Idemili, and Obaru. They are the Greater Onitsha city, and this city is vast, huge, that demography Africa says that is between 8 to 10 million people at the moment, the real population. So this is a win-win situation if the government is to encourage greater sports participation by the citizens or the indigenous or city dwellers. This will also help to increase the health of the people of this city and the whole Anambra State. So as I'm using Anambra State as an example, Onitsha in particular, we are going to talk about how this thing can work. So in a Greater Onitsha, they can form using football as a yardstick. But before we talk about football, there are other things. This is this is the tennis. This is the tennis. Yeah, this is the tennis. So we're going to use football, but there are other things, swimming pools. They can set up swimming pool in many places between 20 to 50. Let me give you an example. If they set up swimming pool near the Onitsha South Stadium, where the people will go to swim, and they will register to be members of that place. They will be like a club, and the membership will be required to pay a certain amount every month or every year. So in many of the hotels in Nigeria, to use their swimming pool, you pay like 2,000 naira. So think about that. If the government set up like in each of the 20 to 50 swimming pools, and people will be using it because the weather is very hot, so the people will be flooding into that place, and this thing will create employment. It will create a lot of it will create a lot of revenue to the government, and they also make people to be healthy in this city. And it's a win-win situation for the economy of the state and the people of the state. So that's why it's very important to look on that way, on that part. Let's brighten it. I hope it doesn't go too much like yesterday. I've learned my lesson. So it's very, very important to have that. That's the plane going there. Let's see if we can bring it to nearer. That's the plane. That's the plane. Because Heathrow is not far from here, the biggest airport in this country. So let's continue on our talk. Let's continue on our talk. It seems it's going to rain. It's going to rain. So we are discussing about sports facilities. So very, very important. So now we're going to football. Football. It's very, very important to have football facilities in Anambra State and in the greater city of Onitsha. So this football facility has to be, football pitches has to be built in many of the areas. Let me give you an example. They should have one in Ugwaba area of Obosi, Greater Onitsha. They should have one in Awada area of Greater Onitsha. They should have one in Okpoko. They should have one in Odegbe. They should have one in Mpo, two in Mpo. They should have one in Ogidi, and they should have one in Obunike. They should have one in 33 area, stroke Apaka. They should have one, two in Apaka area. They should have one, another one in Onitsha Inland Town, making it two there. They should have another one in Onitsha South, making it two there. So they should also have another one in near the metallurgical. So this football pitches with its other sporting components like swimming, table tennis, lawn tennis has to be built. And how can we finance them? How can we finance them? Because people will be saying, how can it be financed? Every area, there should be something like a sports development loan that will be mapped out for each and area to have these facilities. So they can go and borrow this money and be repaying it with the activities going on there. So they should go and borrow the money from like a small business agency, Anambra State Small Business Agency, ASBA, or they can form a sports development bank. They can form a sports development bank which can also use in development of sports that will give out loans and grants, so with a minimum interest of 3%, you know, spread out over the years. And they can, so the people, the estates or layout or areas that are mapped out, because should have this start on build within 1 year or a year and a half, with most of the facilities you know, in them. So within that 1 year or 1 year and a half, these facilities should be in those sports facilities should be in those areas. Like Onitsha will be having like 10 of them or 12 of them. So that's one way of building it. Another way is for the people to sell the shares of this sporting enterprise. So when they sell the shares, many people will be part of the shareholders. So being the part of the shareholders, they will be part of the owners of this investment. Part of the owners of this investment. And being part of the owners of this investment, it will help to get this thing up and running. So they now go on to build these things. So maybe everybody that they will specify the amount each year is worth. So people will now invest in them. People in that area will have the first option to invest in them, and they will be recouping their money through the money realized from the activities that will be carrying on those areas. And now for the football, the markets will be encouraged to form their football clubs. The estates or the layouts will be required to found their football clubs. So by founding their own football clubs, you have between 12 to 24 football clubs in the greater city of Onitsha, because I'm using Onitsha as a model. So that 12 to 24 football clubs, we have a local league that will be called Onitsha Sporting Competition or Onitsha Championship, that will be played on a specific time. Maybe they will have the league in 3 months or 4 months every year, or within 6 months every year. So now the government should register those clubs and the players should also be registered, so that those players will be like those players will be under the management of either the estate or the markets. So now they will start playing, and the sponsors, industries or big companies should be encouraged or be, be promoting all those clubs, and the image right will be sold. So now all these players will sign a contract with the owners of this thing, their registration, for like 2 years or 3 years. They will sign 2 to 3 years contract. This will enable those owners, the markets or the estate owners or the proper owners of those clubs to recoup their investment. So in player sales. So now you have 12 to 24 clubs vying for honor every year. So that local this thing will encourage a lot of people to, to shine, to gain fully employed, because they will the championship might be something like 10 million prize will be given. And remember, on the days of playing, they're selling the tickets to watch them. And remember, in those facilities, there are other activities going on there. Outdoor swimming, table tennis, and all those things. Remember, there are a lot of money coming out through registrations and a lot of things. And people using that place for events and other things. So now, you have now created or built something like between 12 and 24 sporting facilities in the Greater Onitsha. And these start to make money for the government. The government has some percentage. The government can have a percentage of those players, maybe government having like 10% of those players, because the government will also help to organize all those tournaments through the state football or sports commission. So with this idea, the economy will be moving at a very high speed, and the potentials for attracting investment, sporting investment, will be very huge, because a lot of facilities are now being provided that would not have been provided if you leave the government to carry on, to continue on how they provide facilities. Maybe once in every 10 years they build one stadium, but suddenly you are having 12 to 24 stadiums or football pitches or sporting pitches with a lot of other facilities that will be added on it as time goes on. So now the place now becoming a livable place, because suddenly the people have other things to do, other outdoor games and other activities to carry on that will increase their health and increase their longevity of their life. So at the same time, it will also create employment. Think about that. If the clubs, the players are sold, like if they sell one player every year or every 2 years to bigger clubs outside Nigeria, something like selling like 100,000 pounds. You know how much that worth? Or 200,000 pounds. And this will be a great investment to the shareholders of these facilities or clubs. and the government will take 10% or 20% of the sales. And this will continue to create employment and bring also foreign exchange to Anambra State and Nigeria in general. So think about that this is a win-win situation. I'm trying to cross the road. Sorry about the noise. Trying to cross the road. We are marching on. So we are talking about using sports to enhance the economy of Anambra State, to make it a livable and a prosperous arena or prosperous area. It's very, very important to look at this neglected area, because we're talking about investment. There are a lot of investment opportunities, but because the government is not packaging them, the government is not promoting them, the government is not talking about them, doesn't mean that it's not there. There are a lot of ways to make money, genuine money. There's a lot of ways to increase the economic viability of the state. There are a lot of ways to increase your revenue. Think about that. If you can sell some of those players, foreign exchange, in a year selling something like 20 players, 2 million pounds. That 2 million pounds is billions of Nigerian money. So that will actually come into the budget of the state. It can come into the pocket of the owners also. So the money will be shared, and a lot of new jobs will be created, which is a win-win situation. So that's what we are discussing today. So what is your view? What do you think? What do you think? This idea, do you think it will help? What do you think? Your opinion is very important. Remember, we are all in this together, and because we are in it together, you need to contribute to the discussion. I am Kodili-nye. That's another discussion, another video. Please support us. Please, I would like to see you also in the next video. As you comment, as you share, remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe to this channel, and you are helping us to grow. You are helping us to grow. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you for your support. I am Kodili-nye. God bless you. Bye. See you in the next video. Bye.